Hi. So, Scale, today talking about something a little bit different. I felt really cool today to create this transmission, which I am calling Future Mother, because I am just about to hit 50. And I was reflecting on the last 10 years of my life with my family, my kids, my relationships. And I have to say that I'm extremely grateful for where I am now. I'm extremely grateful for the balance I have in my life, the harmony I have in my life, the relationships I have with my children. And I was thinking, is this just a coincidence? Am I profoundly blessed? Well, I think we're all blessed because we're here on this earth and we're receiving. And I do think that we are conscious creators. We are the director of the movie. We are the writer in the story. And I believe that decisions that I made when I was 40 and decisions that I made when I was 30 have led me to be here now. And so I want to introduce to you a very simple exercise called Future Mother. And it's designed to help you get clarity and alignment on where you want to be in 10 years' time. Because believe me, 10 years can go in a flash. Children grow up in a flash. I look at my kids and I go, what? Last time I saw you, I was pushing you in a pram. And now you're a big hairy man with a girlfriend and you're at university and you're traveling the world and now you're a vet nurse. So it's just mind blowing. So I'm here to tell you, as future mother, that it's really important to claim what you desire, to step into your worthiness and deserving, and to create the life that you want for yourself, because that ripples out into the relationship with your children, into the relationship with other people in your life, your friends, your partner. And it ripples out into everything. So when you profoundly realize that you are the future mother right here, right now, you are that future version of yourself. As soon as you step into it and claim it, you can actually almost like quantum leap or transform into that person. And a lot of the struggles and the challenges you might be experiencing now, whether your baby has just been born, whether they're 5 or 10, or whether you've got teenage children, you can quantum leap out of this. And I've done this so many times. I've done it like quite unconsciously, as in I haven't journaled about it, I haven't written it down, I've just known. And that's called intuition. That's called following your heart. It's called coming always into alignment with your values so that you don't go astray. But sometimes it's easy to get lost, like we've all got a lot of things that we're trying to juggle. But when we lose ourselves, when we outsource our power to other people, when we decide what is right or wrong, or what we should or shouldn't be doing, by judging ourselves on something on the outside, we're never ever going to be happy. And that actually isn't love. So this future mother exercise is all about self-love. It's about honoring who you are now and honoring the power that you have as a creator, the self-leadership that you have, and to honor that when you love yourself first, this really is the greatest gift that you can give to anybody in life. Like loving yourself and making sure that you are in alignment means more peace, more happiness for you and everyone else around you. Because ultimately, we can't control anything else. We can only control ourselves and what we believe. And in parenting, boy, this is the hardest one, because as a mother, we're almost biologically programmed to want to give all the time. Like we get hits from, oxytocin hits from snuggling and cuddling and bonding and having all that touch and everything that children give us. And it keeps us in this love bubble. But sometimes we have to have loving boundaries. Sometimes we have to say no. Sometimes we have to get angry. Sometimes we have to get sad. Sometimes we just have to feel it all and do that without judgment, to accept ourselves fully as human beings and recognize that emotions just pass through. When we honor them and we love them, we come back to love again. So this exercise, Future Mother, I've got my journal here. It'd be great if you grab a journal. If you haven't got a journal, then maybe pause the video and go and get one, because it's really, really important to have one here. And I'm doing this exercise because I actually did it with my coach last week in relation to my life in 10 years' time. In 10 years' time, I'm going to be 60, okay? That is scary. And so it really, really woke me up. It shook me up. I was like, okay, I need to get real here. Because I'm now out of motherhood and I'm into my Empress era. I'm postmenopausal. So now my desires, my wishes, my dreams are different. And so as a woman who has been through the mother archetype, this is going to be so powerful for you right now. So these are the questions to ask yourself in this visualization of the future mother. So the first question is, where will you be in 10 years' time? So what I want you to journal on, and you can stop and start the video, is where will you be? Like, where are you living? What is your health like? Who is in your life? What friends are there? What are there new friends? Are you in the same relationship? Are you in a different relationship? Are you living in this country, somewhere else? What's happening with your children? Are they in school? Are they being homeschooled? Are they fit and well? Are they, captain of the football team? Or, what are all the things that are happening to you in 10 years' time? And write it as if this is the best case scenario. This is your dream life where everything is perfect. So, if you want to be living on a Caribbean island, that's your true desire, you put that down. If you want to be living in a van, traveling around Europe, put that down. There's no judgment, there's no right, there's no wrong. If you don't claim it, okay, if you don't claim it and say, I want it, it's not going to come. And it's not selfish and it's not greedy to want to live a beautiful, bountiful, blissful life. Believe me, because as I said, love creates love. The happier you are as a mother, then the happier your children are going to be. And also, in that, some things may slip away, which we're going to get to in a moment. But the question is, where will you be in 10 years' time? And just imagine yourself. So I want you to pause the video and write down as much as you can about where you're going to be in 10 years' time. So, for example, in 10 years' time for me, when I'm 60, I want to be location independent. I would love to have grandchildren. I'd love my parents to still be fit and well. I'd love to be abundant so that I can travel whenever I want and travel across the world and learn from all the most amazing teachers in the world about all the things that I love, because I'm such a geek. I love learning. I'd love to be able to enjoy all the pleasures of life, food, sunshine, nature, clean water. I'd love to be able to give back. I'd love to be surrounded by a beautiful community of incredible, inspirational, creative friends. I would love to be married to my soulmate partner. I'd love to have my children happy and healthy in their flow. And I say, more please, more please, more please. So that's what I desire. And anything else is possible. And also to keep making impact around the world, Blossom and Berry and all my other projects that I do. So that is my desire, and I'm calling that in. And truly, that is what I desire, because 10 years ago, I set some intentions of where I would be when I was 50. So when I was 40, where you be when you're 50? And I'm pretty much there. To be honest, I thought I might still be married. But unfortunately, as I said, some things drop away when you truly, truly honor who you are. But apart from that, everything has manifested in a beautiful way. So that's the first question. Where will you be in 10 years? Okay, then you can come back. Okay, so now I want you to ask yourself, now I want you to remember the future. So what did you do? What did you do to get yourself there in the future? What did you have to do? What were the actions you had to take? Who did you have to become? What skills did you need to acquire? What did you need to be more of? What did you need to be less of? So ask yourself, remember, okay, to get to that place in the future, what did I have to do? And again, pause the video. I want you to journal on this one. Just trust me on this process. It works every time. So let's have a little go on that one. Okay, then I want you to ask yourself right here, right now, how much of that future version of you are you doing now? Of what she does, how much of that are you doing now? So, for example, if you said, future version of me is so super healthy, she is fit, she has so much energy. What does she do to do that? Maybe she is super active. Yeah, maybe she has time to be active. So, are you doing that now? If you're not, then you need to write that down in a column that says what I'm not doing now. So you want to look at the difference between what the future you is doing and what the current version of you is doing. And then we're going to find out what we need to change to get there, because that's all it is. It's just a change. So it's, what are you doing that future version of you is doing, is already done, is doing now consistently and receiving from that? And what are you not doing? Okay, so for me, this is a really big one, is that the future version of me is really energetic and is super confident walking around in a bikini on the beach. She is like able to run. She's got strength, yeah? This version of me now, unfortunately, does not have that. The reason why that version of me has that is because she's active. I know that she is going to the gym. I know that she's doing things like Pilates, which I keep going to start and then stopping. This is the thing. I can see the future version of me saying, if you want to be like me, you got to do this. You got to do the Pilates. Okay. That's the bridge between this and this is the Pilates. Okay. It's not this reason. It's not that reason. It's not an excuse that I made up. It's not that. It's not this. It's not because I'm a victim. It's just simply that this version of me does Pilates and this version of me doesn't. Done. So you can do the same here with anything, you know? It's like if you want to have more sleep, this version of you, maybe she has a bedtime routine, which means that she winds down, she doesn't have all the stuff going on. Maybe she watches the sunset. This version of you might be just crawling into bed after, loading the washing machine and unpacking the dishwasher. Maybe that's the difference between the two. It's so powerful that it's just so simple, but it's so powerful. It's like, oh, okay, it gets to be that easy. I'm making it really hard. All right. And so the last question is, how do you close this gap? How do you close the gap between this version of you and that version of you? And that's it. Then you do that thing. You do that thing that closes the gap. If you want to, have more energy and lose weight, don't eat unhealthy food. It's so simple, and yet we make it really complicated because we're like, no, it's not that. It's this. It's this. It's this. It's this. But it isn't. It's just the choice and the consistency of sticking at things. That is what makes a difference. So I want to share this with you today. I'm going to run through the questions again. You can do this practice anytime. The first one is, from your future mother, where will you be in 10 years' time? Exactly. What do you want? Precisely. Write it down. Number 2, remember the future. What is she saying to you? Hey, Gail, like, to get here, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this. Okay, I'm listening up. Number 3, are you actually doing any of those things that she's telling you to do? And number 4 is, what are you doing that definitely is what she's told you that you need to do? Like, what is the thing you're not doing? Yeah. Or what are the things that you're doing that are sabotaging you? That's better. And then number 5 is, how do you close the gap between those two? What new habits and behaviors do you consistently need to bring in? It's genius. Okay, that is the Future Mother transmission today. I just really want to help you guys get into the highest vibration and alignment that you possibly can. So let me know how you get on with this. And yeah, simple things like this that have allowed me to really activate such beautiful things in my life. My TEDx talk, publishing many books, traveling around the world, setting up a charity, writing courses. Just amazing things. And most of all, my relationship with my children, because the future me knew that when I had a baby and I worked in corporate, that there was no way that the life I wanted as the future me, like when I was 30, there was no way I was going to be able to do that with a job in corporate. So it was just a simple thing like that. I had to give up my job in corporate and to teach baby massage. But it was that one thing that is the sliding door moment that has defined my entire life. So don't take this stuff for granted and don't take it too seriously. All right. I hope you enjoyed today and I'll speak to you soon.